ladies and gentlemen, in this best of two between Daddy and BOWTO, let's take a look at what people are bringing. For the side of Daddy, and my goodness, I am going to probably get tired of saying that at some point, especially because I'm sure of what chat will start saying. We got Kleber, Gearing, and our first appearance of a Shima. We have not seen Shimas today, surprisingly. Des Moines, Moskva, Salem, and then Montana, first appearance of that, and Ohio, which has been a fairly common pick. For the side of BOWTO, Gearing, Daring, Gearing, Brisbane, Des Moines, Marseille, we've seen a couple of Des Moines, and then the St. Vincent, which is not surprising, and the Ohio.
Give me freedom or give me death.
So let's go to the overview as we start to watch and see where people are going to go. Interesting thing to me is that there's only one French DD. We've seen a lot of French DDs today, and the fact is that there's only one here, and we're seeing the Shimas and the Darings and the Gearings is fun for me. I like seeing that. Now, looks like we're going to see more often, we're going to see the push out to the edges this time more than we saw last time. Let's focus on the middle. Kleber of Relentless is going to go in towards the center, but it looks like everyone else is going to split out to the sides for the most part, and there's not going to be a lot of push in. That Kleber may get very lucky then and be able to claim B for free as compared to normally. Now, looks like the Des Moines here for BOWTO is going to move up to this island and be in a position to radar cover it. But we'll have to keep an eye out and see. Gearing, Daring out here. Brisbane, you're going to have the Brisbane with the 12-kilometer radar, and then the Marseille is going to be the extra damage. St. Vincent going that way slowly, and Ohio going this way. But let's start to watch. So yeah, Relentless War absolutely has the free shot into this cap. He's going to hit the island, use it, back up, and go into the cap. And he's going to have an absolutely free shot to just drive in and claim the cap. Now, here comes the back end. The Des Moines will be in position. The problem, though, is that BOWTO has nobody besides the Des Moines that can stop the Kleber. And the Kleber is in a prime position where if the Des Moines tries anything, he just smashes him. So Kleber moves out of the cap, says, hey, I'm not getting shot right now. And now we watch these aggressive positions on the edge. Shimakaze, is that Salem going to push up, or is he just going to sit there and use the smoke firing concealment? Iwax is going to sit there. Shima's got to be careful. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Shima's taking a torp. Anti-Fun Police down to 5,200 early, and that feels really good for the side of BOWTO that you get that early damage. Shimakaze's just been neutered massively. And there's the radar from the Brisbane. They'll see the Shima, but will they see him long enough to get enough shots onto him? Daring manages to dodge the shots. Shima cuts back out. But the shots are in. He's at 4,500 health. Will he manage to dodge this set? If he takes a fire, he's really hurt. Down to 1,000, and oh, he's lucky that is just an engine and not a fire. If that was a fire, he would be very close to dead. But that Shima, 1,000 health, can't contest really at all. And that's a huge win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, right there is why you blind fire. St. Vincent blind fires, briefly resets the Kleber and gets some nice HE damage because they know where he had to be. But first cap goes to the side of BOWTO. Gearing of Pharrell took some damage. They see Visa Blitz and are starting to work him, but that Des Moines has to be careful because he's got a Montana looking at him. And that Montana 20,000 health gone right there. Big chunks. Now, Kleber has gained B. The question is, does the Kleber stay around or does he start to move? Because that'll make a big difference. Daring of Dergro takes some damage there. He's getting down to 16,000. They've got the radar on him for another while. How much is he going to take? He does have the heals, which gives him a slight advantage. Looks like the Ohio's going to get out of there safely without taking any damage. Daring goes down to 14k, but still 12k, still in a good spot. Last set of shots that'll possibly hit him from the Moskva right here. Moskva takes a chunk from the St. Vincent down to 39k, and now the Daring down to 10k. He's going to pop the heal and throw some shots downrange at the Ohio. 15-point lead for the side of BOWTO, but also their ships, I mean, actually both teams' ships are hurting. There's not really one that's in favor, though I think we're going to see the first blood be a meal over here, because I don't believe that ship is going to get spotted. Daring moving in towards B. Kleber spotted. That means that Des Moines knows that the Daring can make this push. He's going to throw shots out of the Kleber. It's not going to go. And I think I'm right. Emil down to 3,600. He's popping the heal. Still alive. He's getting some really good work on that Des Moines in return to get him down to 33k. He had the fires on him. Obviously, the fires got DCP'd. But any damage he puts out now before he dies is big. Especially with that Montana probably about to kill him. Montana doesn't. Des Moines knocked down to 3,300. He's continuing to shoot him. Emil living way longer than expected. I have to give him major props for this. His positioning has been really beautiful, and he's getting such a major trade out of it. Look at that. The heal's going, but it's being counteracted completely by the DCP. Or by the fire. And so that health lead, which was easily 25,000, has been brought all the way down to under 10,000 health on that Des Moines. And oh yeah, he used to heal too. First blood goes to the side of Daddy. They take the lead at about 60. B cap is being claimed. Kleber of Dergro down to 5,200. Des Moines of Smashbones taking a torp. Will he take a second? He's trying to get out of the spot where he can get hit. Oh, the torp just misses him. Kleber down to 12k. Still no spotting on Anti-Fun Police. He's been doing a really good job of staying within his means since... staying within his means since the early hits. Now, gearing of Pharrell is in a problem spot. Uh-oh. Fire on him. He gets out of the spotting, down to 3,900. He uses the DCP, but the Des Moines of Kakamonstret is right there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a second kill for the side of Daddy if they can convert. Bronze Tactics trying. The problem is you get further away, you can't. Smashbones Des Moines gets murdered by Lucifer. Pharrell's still alive. Down to 16,000 health and change. Should live to the thing, but he will not. He will get killed finally. And now it's a 3-ship lead for the side of Daddy as they look to close it out. And what was going so well for BOWTO, what has been going so well for BOWTO has just started going way, way worse. So, as we look, I'm seeing if I think BOWTO can come back this one. Daring getting the Kleber right here would be massive if he doesn't die. He doesn't have a heal, so a trade is not what they need. And right now, the Daring is absolutely losing that fight. Oh, he does get the smoke up, so actually he should live here. And that's big. DeGro gets the Kleber, which clears out. And that points lead is going back towards the favor of BOWTO. And now they're getting Romsta. That Daring opening up the mid gives them time, because you need to, if you're BOWTO, you need to clear this Ohio out now. Because you've got the issue of, you got the Montana, Daring, Des Moines, and Des Moines over here. They get the Shima finally with a Torp. That clears out any worry about getting Torped, and now it's full focus on the Ohio. Marseille of Admiral Ernst doesn't have a DCP. He doesn't have a heal ready yet. He is on a fire. I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill him, but with that Moskva out there, I think so. Ohio of Ramsa going to go down first, though. 2,000. They're going to try to smack NSC Triumph out. And they trade Ohio for Marseille. Still a one-ship lead for the side of Daddy, but they are down 90 points. And the St. Vincent of BOWTO is now on the push, and this is a scary moment. This is the reason St. Vincent is banned. This Moskva not going to have a good time here. See right there, shells miss, but down to 28-7. He's only got one heal left, and that St. Vincent knows he can just push forward right now. And if that Moskva waited way too long to turn, if he's going to fully turn out. Looks like he's still debating, but he's going to run out of time to make his call here pretty soon. Okay, he is turning in. So he's going to get away there, just barely. But now the Brisbane is going to start to open up on the Moskva. So, C being claimed, B being claimed, there's the cap. The points lead will now start to shrink again. And now the Daring just working that Montana down. Montana down to 31k. This is still anybody's game, chat. This is still anybody's game. Moskva takes another big chunk, a third of his remaining health from St. Vincent's Penne. He's using his final heal, but like I said, remember, that's the final heal. Then the Moskva can't heal anymore, and that fire is going to negate most of that heal that's coming in right now. St. Vincent hasn't used the heal yet, but I expect to see it used soon. So Triumph's health is going to cap out at 15k. He's off fire. He's ready to DCP. He did get dark. And St. Vincent of Penne is now in a problem spot where if he continues to sit there, he's just going to get farmed from the edge. Look at this Daring, though. I mean, he is really being daring. Shots out on the Montana. He's just saying, hey, remember, I'm back here. I'm back here. Look at me. Look at me. If he takes another shot, he dies. And the Des Moines of Bronze Tactics goes down to the Ohio. DeGro sneaks away with 772 left on his health pool. And a 120-point lead, but dropping for the side of BOWTO. This game is going the distance, chat, I think. Montana will dodge the torps that came out. Gearing of Visa Blitz is going to be shadowing DeGro, so DeGro has to be very careful. But it's just the stalemate right now. Now, Remix is in the cap. Kakamonstret is going to have radar here in a second, but he's got to be very careful if he does use it. He uses it. Do they have anything that can shoot that man safely? And watch out, shots out from distance on Lucifer. Lucifer down to 13,000. Not enough to kill. 45 seconds to heal, but he is hurting. And Gearing doesn't get hit there. They do manage to reset him. They do manage to reset him. Briefly. Lucifer will dodge those torps. Just barely. Remix moving away now. The radar goes down, but Remix has started shooting, so he is visible.
Everything is at stake. The enemy's victory draws near.
He is visible. The Daring goes down. The St. Vincent rams out the Salem. Oh my goodness. 10 points separate them. But man, this is tight. So the challenge now becomes, what does Daddy do with the one ship advantage, and how soon can the Moskva do something? If the Brisbane can get into position over here and absolutely wail on the Des Moines quick enough without dying, that's big. But look, here come the shots from Moskva. Just gets chunked, doesn't get killed. Ohio is unable to shoot anybody, which is a problem. But Des Moines doesn't have DCP and he's on double fire. And he doesn't have heal. Famous Loon should finish him off here. This should be a dead Des Moines. But Brisbane also just getting murdered. He needs to not die here if BOWTO wants to win. They get the Des Moines of Kaki, but Brisbane now is dark. It has no health. And the Gearing's going to come in and spot here in a second. 50 seconds till the Brisbane can heal. Ohio's got the shot line. Oh, they just missed, and that feels brutal if you're unable. If you're breathing a sigh of relief if you're Lucifer. B is capped. Now we see the Moskva pushing into A. A minute 27 and 60 points is the difference here. Gearing of Visa making the hero play. He's gonna get the Brisbane. That'll throw the lead back over for the moment to the side of Daddy. They are up by less than 30 points. That gap will hold as soon as this Moskva gets into the cap, whatever it's at. But how much is it gonna be? It's down to 25. 22. It's a 19-point gap, and guys, this game's going down to the wire. Gearing of Remix has the health to take a fight. Problem is, there's no way for the Ohio to get to A in time. There's no way for them to get to 8 in time, and you got 2 minutes. See, they've got to find a kill now. They've got to find a kill now if they want to win. BOWTO is looking for it, but he's got 6,000 less health, so he's got to win that fight. He's got to get a really good advantage fight if he wants to win. He might get this. Knife fight range might be enough. Montana's not moving out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Visa Blitz. Oh, almost just buys himself. And now the problem is... Oh, unable. Gets chunked. The problem is the Gearing of Visa is going to have the disadvantaged position here. Remix is going to cut around. He will spot Visa, and he's gonna have the angle, but there's only 10 seconds. It's not gonna be enough time, even if he does spot him right now, ladies and gentlemen. In a nail biter, Daddy's gonna claim game number 1.
We are mighty, but defeated.
And wow, that came down to the wire.